All right. Good evening. Happy Tuesday.
What's up, everybody?
A rare Tuesday show with, honestly, it actually worked out. I had some NYCFC stuff that I had to take care of. I would love to tell you more, but they made me sign an NDA, so that's out.
News will be coming later.
News will be coming out later, yes.
Hey, the implications of the games.
It's gotta be
needed the game to be today.
But at the same token, it worked out well because now match week 37, as of about 5 minutes ago, is in its entirety.
What up,
And
Pear?
Pear is in the chat. Are those crabs?
No, they're the hype Elmo that I've been sharing with you.
Let's go. Sorry.
Yeah, they're moving in on our end.
Okay.
Yeah, see.
Okay.
On that end, you can't see.
From here, it looks like Pear's got crabs.
Yo.
Which, I don't know. He may or may not.
He might be bringing them with him in July.
Yes.
You see,
We're gonna have to bring him up to the brewery when he comes.
I thought that meant Pear was in Maryland. All right? Stop being mean.
No Old Bay seasoning for Pear.
Old Bay, yeah.
Lobsters is me.
Yes. So before we're gonna go a little bit out of order. I planned on starting this with the FA Cup, but
Dave's so excited with the results.
As
today.
of about 40 minutes ago, Arsenal have been crowned Premier League champions.
It starts with Arsenal. I thought it was going to start with Bournemouth.
Yeah. So, well, you're welcome. But yes, due to Bournemouth's 1-1 draw with Manchester City, en route to their 17th straight
If it
unbeaten.
wasn't for Brooks, it would have been 3-1.
I know. It was, what a day. But, it's a great feeling that, that's where our heads are at.
Well, exactly. Being in the position to not only play for your future in Europe, but also play Kingmaker. I mean, that's a position Bournemouth doesn't see themselves too often, so that is a great thing
At any rate, congrats to Arsenal. Congrats to all their fans. Thank you, Pear. I agree. Bournemouth did have a great game. I think.
Yes.
We kind of talked about it on whether it was Saturday or last Monday. I can't recall anymore. But Bournemouth, I was expecting a pretty good result from today. Although always nervous. Man City had their third match in 6 days. Also, the untimely announcement that Pep Guardiola was leaving. I do think. You could see it early in the match from Man City. They were not there. But again, when in the 60-something minute, when you can bring on Ryan Cherky and Savinho and Phil Foden,
you're not hurting too bad.
You're not hurting too bad. So. Good result overall, and with that, and we'll talk more about it later and in the weeks to come, and after the World Cup, Bournemouth is officially in Europe for the first time in their history, dating back to 1899.
Yes, sir.
I started looking at flights already.
Yes.
Not that I know when and where it's going to be happening, but.
You're going.
At the very least, I'm going to make sure my passport is updated.
The first game is a home game for you.
I don't. I want to, because I don't think they're going to be playing at Vitality Stadium.
Yeah, but it'll be insane in the crowd.
Yeah, I want to go.
I know you want to go away, but I would like to see the first crowd of a European game. How crazy are the fans going to be?
And you taking selfies in the middle of it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We shall see.
Believe me,
either way, it's a good problem to have.
Yes. And you know what? A little coming to the end of the year.
Watch, they're going to be playing Arsenal in game 1.
Good.
Parrot, thank you for popping in. We do appreciate it. Get some sleep.
Yeah, no,
and,
thank you for
you can wake up tomorrow as Premier League champions.
Listen, in a couple of months, he'll be waking up as an American.
Oh, yeah. So, but still, an American.
As a Philadelphian.
As a
Philadelphia. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Ouch. All right, so let's get back to our scheduled show here. First of all, guys, how was the weekend?
Hot but great.
Hot but great, yes.
Yeah, it was very good.
Diego and I yesterday morning played in a charity golf outing. It was, again, hot but great. Good crowd. We actually played fairly well considering that we're just terrible golf players.
Yes. Imagine. So anybody who knows, maybe Perry before he goes to sleep, we shot an 80 that day.
Yeah.
3 of us. It was the best ball gets played.
So you guys rotated? Oh, the best ball gets played. I thought it was like you guys rotated.
We all take our shot off the tee.
Yeah.
And then we pick one of the 4 to
the best, the one that went the farthest or the better play.
And then we all drop our ball right there.
Okay.
And then all 4 of us take our next shot.
Okay, cool.
So.
But usually, teams like that have a person that actually knows how to play golf.
Also, it should be said, usually when in these best ball tournaments, teams are shooting like in the 50s and 60s.
Yes, because they have a ringer that,
So for us, AD was great, but we probably finished dead last.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And these guys, man, the competitive nature of these people when they're out there, and I mean, it's all of us. I am a competitor myself too, but when I exceed my personal expectations, win, tie, or lose, I am happy as hell, my guy. And that's what happened yesterday. Yes, we were the last on an outing that is full of ringers and people that plays golf 3-4 times a week. That was our one time out in the course.
Yeah.
And we did good.
Nice.
And that was awesome. And I'm taking it to next year.
I ended up taking out my daughter and her boyfriend to a baseball game. Yeah. The Renegades ended up losing 6-3, but it was a good game. The guy that hit the home run ball that Riley got last on hit another home run this time.
Oh.
And then it was Military Appreciation Day, so they had a lot of pop-up tents and a lot of people that D and I knew from when we were in were there.
Also networking too. Yeah.
The VA was there, so we talked to them. Apparently, the VA now has a women's program.
Oh, good for that.
DA is starting to talk with them. Apparently, they have their own women's wing at the one in Castle Point, so that's going to be a huge thing.
Yeah, no, that's a huge change.
And guys, I apologize in advance. The pollen count in this area is out of control. I feel like I have a baseball in my throat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I feel fine. I just constantly feel like I want to
cough.
Yeah. So, but at any rate, let's get into it. Believe it or not, last weekend was the FA Cup final. It feels like so long ago.
Yes.
But that result was Chelsea 0, Manchester City 1, thanks to a very nice, cheeky backheel goal from former Bournemouth player Antoine Semenyo. And Manchester City get their second trophy of the year.
Yep.
Many of you remember they also won the Carabao Cup earlier in the year. And due to today's result, that's where it'll stay. 2 trophies this year because Arsenal, again, have been crowned champions of England. That being said, Man City's FA Cup victory throws a whole bunch of other hurdles in the way in terms of European qualification.
Absolutely.
Although with their result today in the league, Chelsea are looking like they will be in the Conference League. We'll see what happens on Championship Sunday this weekend. So a lot of permutations still to go. Let's roll the clock back a little bit into match day 37. We kicked off on Friday. Aston Villa hosting Liverpool.
God, it feels like forever.
I know. The split week with the FA Cup definitely.
And so many things happening with relevance. That was the thing. Yeah. We were expecting this game, and then that game passed, and we had
and this is a game, at least for me, that took me by surprise.
Yeah.
We had talked, at length about Aston Villa, starting to fall off, at least in domestic play. Yep. Putting all their eggs in the Europa League basket. And wouldn't you know it, Aston Villa 4, Liverpool 2. Morgan Rogers kicked things off in the 41st minute before Virgil van Dijk leveled in the 51st. And then a second half brace from Ollie Watkins. A John McGinn goal in the 88th minute before Virgil van Dijk with another one in the 91st.
And you know what? That was the weird thing with that game. Van Dijk was the only person that was running.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I mean, we talked about it offline during the game here. I think Arne Slot is a lame duck manager now.
Yeah.
I think.
Listen, the last time I said I don't think a manager's getting kicked, fucking Ange got kicked literally the next day.
Yeah. So I don't even think it was the next day. I think it was later that day.
Later, yeah, exactly. So I'll say it again. I don't think so. I think they give him one more year. Who knows? Fucking.
We'll see. I'll check the news.
Maybe one more game.
Yeah. I'll check the news in 6 hours and let you know.
Yeah.
All right. Manchester United 3, Nottingham Forest 2. Thanks to a in my opinion, egregious VAR error.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was.
I didn't watch that game.
Let's see if I can find it real quick.
What was it, like a penalty or something?
The Manchester United player basically caught the ball and ran.
Oh.
En route to a goal.
Dude, but couldn't they just win that last week?
Yeah.
These poor men. They're really toying with him. I think they're just fucking tying on purpose.
Yeah, it's not coming up for me. Maybe Nas can bring it up and show it to,
What is it? What are you looking for?
the Man U handball. But at any rate, goals from Luke Shaw, Mateus Cunha, and Brian Mbeumo. Good news for fans of Forest and just fans of the game in general. Morgan Gibbs-White did score a goal, recovering from that horrific... Red Black, what's going on? Recovering from that horrific facial injury. Red Black, you missed it. I was wearing my Befal Bay hat earlier today.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so a pretty bad, in my opinion, mistake there on the handball.
Yeah.
But Manchester United do get the 3 points, keeping them comfortably in third place. So as it stands right now, Arsenal, City, Man United cannot be moved from their top 3 positions.
They're there. It's done.
And they're done there. One of the results that could have helped Bournemouth qualify for Europe even earlier, Brentford Crystal Palace. Bournemouth needed a Palace win for this result to help clinch Bournemouth's European spot. Ismail Sarr scored in the 5th minute via penalty. Former Bournemouth attacker Dengo Utara in the 39th to bring things 1-1. Adam Wharton then in the 51st, 2-1 back to Palace before another Dengo Utara goal in the 87th. And that's how it finished, a 2-2 draw. I apologize again. I'm also got a cough drop in my mouth to help with the coughing, but it's making me have to swallow my saliva a little bit more. So, yeah, 2-2 draw. Brentford, again, needing points to hopefully stick into Europe. It'll be a dogfight for them this weekend.
Yep.
And then another team with big European aspirations, Brighton and Hove Albion, traveled to Leeds United. Brighton, in their Premier League history, have never lost to Leeds.
Till now.
And a 95th minute goal off a horrific mistake.
Yes. That was just one of the most frustrating goals of the entire weekend. And there were some crazy goals this weekend, but that one was just frustrating.
Just bad. Red Black says, nice, you wore a Befa Bay hat. And later on, I watched the HBO documentary of U.S. men's national team. Should be reversed. First episode was good, to be honest. Let's see how they will perform in the World Cup. Yeah, I've heard it's a pretty good point of view on the U.S. national team. I'm looking forward to watching that. And I think I told you in Discord yesterday, there's like 4 or 5 documentaries that are set to be out, whether it's Netflix, whether it's Apple, HBO. Not just the U.S. national team.
Just
I think they're doing one on Neymar. I think they're doing one on it might be Spain. I can't remember. And then another one on the U.S. women's national team, the class of the 99ers they're doing. So lots of things going on and I think American media is starting to open their eyes to this giant that is soccer. So
world soccer, absolutely.
You know, I obviously there's all the on the field stuff, but again, having these documentaries in the can, ready to go.
Yeah.
They just finished up a Clint Dempsey documentary. Obviously the Christian Pulisic one earlier in the spring. So, you know, all that media is out there to be consumed.
And we've talked about that a lot, you know, since the proliferation of the internet and social medias and the streaming services. These things are global now. Like, you know what I mean? Even the channels, even the companies can't think of just what the country wants. It's just globalization of the sport. So the United States have benefited by being exposed to this, you know, soccer thing that they were so hesitant about. But the weirdest thing is, and I think I mentioned it, I don't know if you guys knew, but America was the first country to have soccer in these continents back in the 1800s. Like he came here first.
That makes sense. It's probably a lot of Scottish and English,
expats.
Why.
So America actually was the first country where soccer was, kind of established.
It does make sense in that
context,
in that context.
So yeah, I mean, finally we're getting back to those roots.
Yeah.
Maybe?
All right. So yeah, that result against Leeds puts Brighton still in 7th place. Red Black, we will see you soon.
God
As
bless,
always,
buddy.
good hanging out with you. Brighton still in 7th place, but that was a result that really could have vaulted them, into much more comfort.
Yes.
As it stands right now, they will be in the Europa League alongside Bournemouth, but there are 3 teams that can catch up to them and overtake them. So they could be in Europa League, they could be in the Conference League, or they could be out of Europe altogether. So that is that. Relegated Wolves hosting Fulham, and Wolves get another point. A Mateus Mane goal in the 24th minute, equalized by Anthony Robinson's first ever Premier League goal. He had a 45th minute plus 3 penalty that he scored on, and that's how things ended there. So Fulham dropped down to 13th, and Wolves making some noise there. Maybe they will get into 19th this weekend. Everton Sunderland. This was the other result that was needed. Everton went up 1-0 early, a Merlin roll goal in the 42nd minute, and then Sunderland came back fighting.
Guns blazing,
3 unanswered. Brian Brobby in the 58th, Enzo Lefebvre in the 80th, and Wilson Isidore in the 90th minute. And Sunderland take that one 3-1.
Which is weird. That game, Everton had it under control until they scored the goal.
And then it all just fell off.
Yeah. They tried to defend. Like, what are we doing? You're controlling the match. You have the thing well in hand, and you just give the ball away. That was frustrating for me to watch. I couldn't believe what I was watching. But it is what it is, I guess. That's what they are, what they are.
Yeah. Speaking of frustrating, West Ham United traveled to Newcastle, needing points to catch up to Spurs, and inexplicably, Nuno Espirito Santo leaves Valentin Castellanos out of the starting lineup in a match where you need goals. A draw is not going to help you away from home here.
And
you need goals. You need 3 points. And to leave one of their best attacking players off the starting 11, for me, is unacceptable. So Nick Voltamati in the 14th minute, and then 2 goals from William Osula in the 18th and 64th before I have that time wrong, before a Tati Castellanos goal in I believe it was the 66th minute, or maybe 68th when I transpose the numbers.
But yeah, look, he came in and he scored.
Yeah, exactly. And the argument is, you give up 2 goals in the first 20 minutes when you need goals and points. So West Ham looking more and more unlikely to get out of the drop zone, but we'll see what happened with today's results as well.
Down to next week.
There's 1 game left, and there's still a relegation battle going on.
The late match on what was that now? Sunday? No, Monday. Yesterday. This whole week is like
today's Tuesday.
Arsenal hosting Burnley. Kai Havertz in the 36th minute off of a
soccer corner.
Let's go, baby!
And a set piece FC.
Another 1-0 grind out victory at home for the Gunners. And that puts all the pressure on Man City. Those of you that are that do not know, that match just finished up earlier today.
Yep.
AFC Bournemouth 1, Manchester City 1.
Should have been.
It should have been an easy 3 points for Bournemouth in all honesty. But Krupi in the 39th breaks a record. He now is the record holder
for the youngest,
for the most
goals in a Premier game.
Most goals for a teenager in a Premier League debut season.
Yes.
Oh, got it.
And then Erling Haaland in the 95th minute, despite Brooks missing 2 gilded edge chances to go up 2-0.
Jesus.
But all things considered, 1-1. The unbeaten streak continues, 17 now unbeaten, dating back to January for Bournemouth. This was the final home match in...
How many draws is that?
a
17
lot.
draws.
A lot.
Holy hell. Jesus.
It's better than 17 losses.
Listen, it could have been 16.
It could have been.
Scored.
But Iraola's last home match in front of the Vitality Stadium
All love, man.
gets them the point and clinches them Europe for the first time in club history. They are still in the running for Champions League, but most likely it will be Europa League for them. Either way, incredible season for them.
Oh my God! But it hurts me that the coach is leaving, man.
Eh?
It really does, and I know it hurts him as well.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe Pep will come over.
Iraola,
Maybe Pep will come over.
he fulfilled his contract. He did everything that they've asked him to do.
yeah, but you're a competitor.
What would you
man.
do if that insanely implausible thing would happen? If Pep came
Pep Guardiola to
I-
Bournemouth?
I mean, I don't think you ever say no to Pep.
No.
But I don't think their personnel fits anything anywhere near
The
what Pep would
philosophy or
do.
anything. Yeah, no, it would be a complete overhaul.
And I don't
the
think
entirety of the team.
bringing Pep into this side opens the doors for more players to come. Like I don't think, in theory, like, oh yeah, it's great, but
So,
I don't think it's.
It is a funny thing because the team has revamped itself in the Premier. You know,
Yeah.
what I mean, they were well known, they're a historic team, but there's always been lower leagues, lower tier.
Let's not forget the kid that came up to Dave
So
earlier.
here is the deal. Now they are actually making noise where they're
Yeah.
supposed to be at. So it would be wrong. I actually will hate it if they do start off anew because they're a bigger team and they're going to get better names. And now we're going to spend money because this is the transitional point. Nah, you keep the program, man. That's why I'm upset that the coach is leaving. Iraola should have somebody should have convinced him to get another 5 years. A 10-year program would have been awesome.
Or a 1-year extension.
Well,
Nah.
keep it one at a
year. You know,
time.
I- again,
give him his European travel.
Yeah, not happening.
Let him scout where he wants to go next.
No, it is what it is, Tion. Like you said, contract is done. He did way more than he was expected. He brought the team to a whole new level.
Yeah.
And there's no better
In
way
fact,
to
Tyler
leave.
Adams just went on record prior to the game, obviously.
Yeah.
I saw it on ESPN FC that, basically saying Iraola has absolutely, completely transformed Bournemouth.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's on the field, whether it's in the training room, or on the training ground, rather, in the dressing room, the whole nine. He has done everything that you could ask for him as a manager. I said it, midway through the second half, even when Man City started pushing forward, start building the statue now.
Yep. No.
Because Iraola has done incredible.
He earned every praise and every kind of accolade that
And
they
let's
can
not
give
forget,
him. And
there were a
everything, but-
lot of people, longtime fans included, calling for him to be fired after, I think he went his first 9 matches without a win as Bournemouth manager.
But again, the process, the thing is, it's a delicate moment. You're transitioning, you know what I mean? The coach just coming in. You're actually very high on him.
We should have asked Red Black. He's a former Borussia Dortmund coach.
But yeah, it's just it's a culture. You know what I mean? Did Iraola instill the culture, or it was just him making the team better, and now he's gone?
What are we gonna see next?
No, I think it's a little of both. I think
You know what I mean?
First of all, I said it with players the last 3 seasons.
Yeah,
I believe it'll be the same with coaches and management.
I guess. Yeah.
Until that front office proves me wrong and swings and misses
They're doing a good job.
many times, I am going to blindly put my faith in their recruitment process, whether it's players, whether it's managers, whether it's
They have been doing
their
okay,
physios, whatever they're doing it all quite well.
Yep.
So
You're not wrong.
Until they burn me, not just once, maybe 2, 3, 4 times. I'm, because all the, Arsenal swings and misses with guys. Man City swings and misses.
I mean,
they
we see what's
all
happening.
do it. Man United swings and misses. Liverpool. So
see-
every team is give them a few, but
Yeah.
right now, I mean, look at who they brought in: Krupi, Hyon.
Yep.
Hyon just made the Brazilian national team for the World Cup at 19 years old.
And it was because of Bournemouth. Because
Tyler Adams, Georgi Petrovic, who was a little bit shaky early, has been incredible for them this year down the stretch. Adrian Truffert, after Milos Kerkez left for Liverpool. Senesi comes back and fits right into the squad after Housen and Zabarni leave.
So let's have faith that the rest of the team and not just
until
the
you
coach.
show me that you don't know what you're doing as a front office. I'm in. I am in, jumping in both feet right into the deep end.
Yeah, no, I'm in too, but this is the thing. I'm sorry, this is the moment. This will be the first either burn or this is the decision that is going to tell me and put me on the same place as you. I believed in them blindly. This was the right move. It was a risky one. It paid off. That's fine. But for now, I'm apprehensive.
That's fair. I feel the same way too. I'm
kind of weirded that they haven't announced who their next person is going to be.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Marco Rosa.
Oh, Rosa.
Yeah.
Nope.
They announced that weeks ago. Yeah.
Exactly.
Never mind. You're right.
But that's the thing. Like,
how do you feel about him?
he loves him.
I don't know that I love him. I think it's a very easy transition from Iraola's style of play to Rosa. He did very well and very high octane at Borussia Dortmund. Before that, he was part of the Red Bull system.
What about the young players, though? Because like you said, there is a bunch of young players right now. Good developing them.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, Dortmund and the Red Bull system are just churn out player after player.
You are absolutely right, especially at Red Bull.
And it's not like Iraola is this older manager. He's only in his, I think, 40s.
No, he's young, and that's a good thing. So, that was an extremely positive thing to be able to kind of like bridge the gap a little bit. You know what I mean?
So I think, especially based on how quickly it happened, or seemingly happened, I think this was probably in the cards for months.
Yeah, everybody was ready.
This was the first guy that Bournemouth wanted, and they had this done behind the scenes.
Yep,
so
I get.
All right, last match of the match day.
Yes.
Chelsea hosting Tottenham, a London derby. Excuse me. Chelsea 2, Tottenham 1. Things did get a little nervy toward the end there after a Richarlison goal in the 73rd. Thankfully, he kept his shirt on.
Yes. But he almost got kicked out anyways for fighting.
Yeah. But goals from Enzo Fernandez and Andre Santos was all Chelsea would need to get back to winning ways. Their first win in God knows how long.
Oh, my God, yes.
No,
in the Premier, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in the Premier in a while. But this is the Chelsea that we know.
I mean, but Chelsea is the reigning club world champions.
Yeah, and they gave a great match to Manchester City on the final of the FA Cup. You know what I mean? Like, that was the problem with Chelsea the entirety of this year. That I don't know if they even had problems amongst themselves. It's just the team was just not winning. They were actually finding ways to tie or lose a game. They have an extremely talented 11. Their backups are good, like you said. They have a deep team. Coach was the problem, and that's my fear. Again, this is what I talk about. You leave a coach that just won you something, and or got you somewhere, and then you move on to the next, but the transition doesn't work. And this is the example.
And it should be noted. I don't know if this is any of your guys one for the road, but Xabi Alonso has been named the manager for Chelsea for next season.
That looks so good. Yes. I'm so excited.
And it should also be noted that he was named the manager, not head coach. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's always been a sticking point ever since Blue Co came in with Todd Bowley, is they were hiring coaches, and all the actual decision making and personnel
was the offices.
So in theory, that means Xabi Alonso does have the power to wield with the squad, but obviously, only time will tell.
I actually think that's going to be great.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm a big Xabi Alonso fan. We followed that Leverkusen season pretty tightly,
and that's how Richarlison plays. That's how Cucurella, because I know he's a Spaniard now. He's not Italian. Cucurella plays the same way. Fast pace. very high press type soccer. So yeah, no, I am actually excited.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great addition. We'll see
All
what they
right.
do
So
this year.
with that, we are fully through 37 of the 38 match days. Here's how things shake out. In first place and officially
Yeah.
Premier League champion. You know what? Here, Nas, you kick
You
us off
said
here.
it.
All right. In first place, Arsenal with 82 points.
And
In the second,
no, what are
and
they?
the official.
I can't talk about
And the
the official
official.
champions.
There we
of
are.
the
Premier
2025,
League
2026
champions,
Premier League.
Arsenal.
Let's
Congrats
go.
to Nas.
Yeah, man, you suffer enough, man. You suffer enough.
Like,
you
well,
got
like I was telling you
Well,
upstairs.
now,
like, I just-
now he can just be nervous.
so you're gonna put
for
the Arsenal
for
game on
next-
so we can watch the celebration,
I was gonna
right?
say,
There
now
you go. Yeah.
On Sunday.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my own little TV. I'll bring my TV. with
There
me.
you go.
I'll bring my own TV.
Now you have another 2 weeks to be nervous
my
about
party and I'll have
the
it if I
Champions
want it.
League
No,
final.
no, no,
It's my
no.
cake and I'll eat it if I
Okay,
want.
all right. So, regardless of what happens on May 30th, Arteta in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He won it, bro.
No, Bournemouth won it.
No.
I gotta get to that one. A little bit. No. Arsenal won it.
No, Arsenal gave them a
played
win to get. Oh,
Kingmaker.
sorry. Arsenal gave them a win to get them into
No.
Bournemouth-
into
All,
Europe.
Bournemouth played
all joking
Kingmaker.
aside, a great season for Arsenal.
As we all know in Magic the Gathering, it takes a true friend to Kingmaker, right?
It's funny because I'm not like I told him, I'm not thinking like it hasn't really set in yet, but I'm not thinking about the team itself winning. I'm thinking about all the players that
that earned that. shit. Yeah.
earned that have stuck around, and Saliba not going to Madrid saying he wanted to win something here. Gabriel being years through the
top
years.
years.
Saka growing through the academies, through the what is it, the Emery years, you know.
Yep.
Saliba again not going. Timber with all the injuries he's had.
Yeah.
Again, it's just funny, you know. Gyökeres, people were like, "Oh, that's the piece that they needed."
Not
I don't know. You
necessarily.
can't really say it wasn't. That, it didn't. it wasn't because they won.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
they did win.
So we still got that question on,
Yeah,
but it's an easier answer next year.
Yeah, Trossard again losing out on the Mudryk deal, 100 million
Yeah.
for Mudryk that Chelsea swooped in, and they're like, okay, cool, we'll give Brighton 15 million for Trossard,
Yeah,
and he comes in
Trossard,
and
yeah.
does insane
Yep.
for them. You know, so it's more of Eze.
Yeah.
Turning down Tottenham in the
Oh,
offseason.
hell yeah.
So again, I'm not really thinking about the team itself winning for the first time in 20 years. I'm thinking about the players that deserve that trophy because of how long or what it means to them.
Yes.
That's why like I don't even care about the next game. I just want to see the celebration because I want to see the looks on those players'
yeah.
faces when they finally make good on what
Yeah,
they
so
Yes.
I'm of kind of two minds with it. It's a little, and this is probably not the correct word, but it's the only one that's coming to my mind. A little disappointing to win the title while watching a game as opposed to being on the field. But what that does give them is,
Oh no.
you know, a full match now on Sunday.
But if you ask any of these teams, they would immediately say I wouldn't mind winning it watching somebody else.
Oh
lose.
yeah, no,
Like, everybody
you,
up there.
you take the
No,
points
no,
and you
no.
take the
Yes,
title,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
But
it's
A trophy's a trophy.
right to have been able to do that, like, you know, scoring a late goal at the Emirates and then winning the title, you know, that
Yeah,
has
I mean,
that, you know what I mean?
got
Yeah.
that with AK. Don't worry, I got that with AK.
There you
I got the 94th minute goal to
Perfect.
seal the deal.
What
see-
a couple weeks you've had.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna. What an insane summer is gonna have.
Yeah, no, the
Listen,
po-
one more game.
yes.
Yes.
One more game.
All
I don't care about the
let's
basketball. One more game.
continue on. So you heard it there. Arsenal crowned champions, 82 points. Man City in second on 78. Manchester United in third on
Gone.
68.
We still got one more week for 40 for 40.
Yeah, we'll see. Aston Villa in fourth on 62. Liverpool in fifth on 59. Our AFC Bournemouth in sixth place on 56 points.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but there is 40 points between City and Spurs.
I know.
There's exactly 40 points between City and Spurs.
No shit. Go ahead, my friend. I'm sorry. We just
Oh,
let
boy.
it that.
Brighton and Hove Albion in seventh on 53. Chelsea and Brentford eighth and ninth on 52. Sunderland in 10th on 51.
Would you rather?
Now to the bottom half of the table, Newcastle in 11th on 49. Everton
told you it was gonna
12th,
happen.
also on 49. Fulham on 13th, also on 49. Leeds United in 14th on 47. Crystal Palace on 45 in 15th. Nottingham Forest on 43 in 16th. Now to the relegation battle. Spurs in 17th on 38 points. West Ham in 18th on 36 points. Burnley already relegated in 19th on 21, and Wolves in 20th already relegated on 19. So it should be said that Spurs has a significantly better goal differential. So essentially, Spurs have a 3-point lead. So it must be a West Ham. Go ahead.
But I think Spurs has the harder game.
Oh yeah,
I think Spurs has the harder game coming
only way, if Spurs get a draw, they are essentially guaranteed to stay up. It needs to be a West Ham win and a Spurs loss.
You don't think West Ham's going to score 15 in the next game?
They could, but they'll concede 13.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. How many are they?
So that is how you have it. And you know what? We'll run down for that part in what's on tap. So with that, let's take a quick 1-minute break. We'll be right back for 100 miles to home, guys. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to A Soccer Fan Walks Into a Bar. I've got Diego and Naz beside me. I'm Dave. We have just finished up wrapping the 37th match day in the Premier League as well as the FA Cup final. Congrats once again to Arsenal for their Premier League title winning campaign, clinching that with 1 match day left.
Now you can unclench the squeaky bum.
You have 2 more weeks now.
Nah, it's done. It's done.
May 30th.
May 30th is a consolation.
Full clench.
May 30th is a consolation.
Must be nice.
Yeah, baby.
That brings us to 100 miles to home, our coverage of all local professional soccer here in the greater New York area. We will kick off with the MLS. NYCFC traveled to Charlotte and got a 1-0 victory. A Nico goal in the 7th minute was all they would need. And we actually had this match on.
Actually,
here.
yeah, thank you. Thank you,
Thank you to
Rail, 845, all of you guys. You came out on force.
And I believe I just saw, I hope I'm not misspeaking or speaking out of order, but I do believe they just got official status as the Hudson Valley branch of the Third Rail.
Nice.
So congrats to Cameron, all the work that you do with that to bring that all together. So we are more than happy to help
might
support.
Be jumping on the drum line.
We'll see about that.
I have been requested as a drumming coach, so I might just stop there a couple times.
Salsa night goes to the stadium.
Goes to the stadium, baby. Let's go.
All right. Back home in Jersey, the Red Bulls hosted Columbus Crew, and a hat trick from youngster Julian Hall. 6th, 39th, and 77th minute. And the interesting thing with this is it wasn't like 3 goals and we run away and hide. Julian Hall scored in the 6th. Then Max Arfston for Columbus in the 21st.
Yeah, it was back and
Julian Hall brought one back to 2-1. Then a Columbus penalty. Then Julian Hall makes it 3-2. So it was very much so back and forth, which we kind of predicted would be the season that Red Bull has. The highest of highs, the lowest of lows.
Yep.
But there we are. They do get all 3 points for that, and 3 much needed points.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to say. They really, really needed
especially leading into the Hudson River Derby, which we are going to talk about next. That was a 1-1 final, goals just before and after halftime. Jorge Rubalcaba for the Red Bulls in the 43rd, and then a good, heartfelt comeback goal. Andres Pereira in the 51st minute. He has been getting time of late in the last few matches, but for those of you that remember, he had an absolute horror injury in the playoff match against Philadelphia.
Yes, we talked about that. That was
for him to get back to speed and be a pivotal part of this midfield, especially with a potentially devastating injury to Maxi Morales. It was a non-contact injury. I have not seen any reports. I was looking this morning, to what happened. Some think it's an ACL, some think it's an MCL, but that remains to be seen. As soon as we hear news on that, we will certainly leak it out to you guys.
Yeah, no. You remind me of that injury.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy to see him back. And again, personal reasons. You know
Right,
what
right.
I mean? My
It's
boy.
a Colombian American.
Yeah.
Actually, he's an American Colombian
He's
American.
an
He was born in
here.
in Florida.
Yep.
Moved down to Colombia and then came back.
Yep.
So,
But yeah, no. Thank God. Happy for him. Best wishes. Best of luck. And yeah, like you said, he might be taking a starting position now.
Yeah.
If what happened.
And so with those results, that again, they have played more matches than several of the teams in front of them, but NYCFC and Red Bulls are both level on 19 points. NYCFC has a much better goal differential at +5 to Red Bulls -8.
-8.
Jesus.
But that puts NYCFC and Red Bulls 5th and 6th place respectively.
That's it.
And that is
That's all you need.
And starting
You know
to
what?
pick up momentum before the World Cup break.
That's kind of funny. I have noticed that every time we tend to look at these tables, New York City and New York Red
Right
Bull
next to each other.
are always right next to each other.
Right there. Right there.
It's like Big Brother following Little Brother around, like Little Brother following Big Brother.
Depending on who's doing well.
Right.
Yeah, right there.
All right, over to the women's side. NWSL action. Seattle Reign hosted Gotham FC. Gotham came out with a 2-0 victory. Jaden Shaw in the 23rd minute. I believe that is her third straight match with a goal.
Nice.
And Tierna Davidson in the 56th. But perhaps the biggest news for Gotham is reports coming out that they are apparently in talks with NYCFC about moving to the new Queens Stadium.
No way.
So there are many, many unhappy Gotham fans.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the time to be, supportive of Gotham was this year, last year, the year before. Their attendance, for the most part, has been absolutely abysmal. The club, to their discredit, the club has not really been helpful in terms of creating a good atmosphere for the fan base.
Oh no.
There are rumors also of a class action suit from Gotham fans. What's that?
Red Bull? Or
No.
No. Gotham's front office
Gotham's
in
front
terms
office,
of just,
okay.
giving a reason for the fans to show up.
Yeah.
That's
So,
crazy.
but on the field, they continue to do well.
Yeah, that's
after that early blip in the radar, they are now 5 unbeaten and into 5th place in the table, only 3 points out of the top spot.
My bad. I thought you meant Gotham was having an issue with Red Bull. 'Cause that's where they've been playing some of their games. Okay.
No. Gotham
And like you said, it is very sad because Gotham is a really good team when it comes to the women.
Yeah,
Well,
I
they
mean,
just won.
but
They just
you
won
also
and
look at,
It's like crazy.
the Red Bulls can't even draw fans at their own stadium.
Yeah.
That's more ticket
I
expenses.
feel bad for the Gotham fans that do support it, but if there were more fans that supported it, they wouldn't be having these talks to be
You are
leaving,
right.
in my opinion.
No, you are absolutely right.
All right, over to the Gainbridge Super League, the last match of the season for Brooklyn FC's women. It was a 4-0 loss at Spokane Zephyr.
Okay.
A second-minute own goal from Kristina Markovic was enough, but goals in the 36th, 82nd, and 88th minute really piled it on for Brooklyn FC as they close out their season.
It's the first season, no? This is their first?
This is their second. It's the
Second.
first season for the Brooklyn men.
Oh, okay. It's a
Which
process.
I should have looked. I did USL Cup. So in where am I?
Brooklyn loses.
No,
Saturday.
that was 2 weeks ago though. I gotta find it. The USL website is notoriously terrible. But in local action, the USL Cup was in play. Westchester SC hosted the New York Cosmos, so a friendly little rivalry there. It ended Westchester 2, Cosmos 3.
Oh.
And it did get heated. I saw some video of some fan fruckuses.
Oh, really?
A little bit of a melee. But it was a 94th minute goal from Christian Kofi to break the deadlock.
Kofi, I know that guy.
No, you don't.
I do.
Where am I?
Yes.
Did Brooklyn?
Not Kofi. Kofi.
No, Kofi. Yeah, can you get a picture? No, you can't get a picture of that guy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right,
You might Google it.
here we are. It is loading on my seemingly 17-year-old laptop. What is going on here? Brooklyn FC hosted Hartford
2-0
Athletic,
Hartford.
and Hartford did win that one 2-0 at Maimonides Park. I cannot pronounce that name for the life of me.
Brooklyn's
home stadium.
I couldn't even do it myself either, my brother.
So that does it for 100 Miles to Home. Next up is What's on Tap, our coverage of all the upcoming matches, all the big games to see. We are pretty light in terms of our watch parties this weekend, but we've got some big ones. Tomorrow, Wednesday, May 20th, 3 p.m. What? You know him?
I do know him.
All right.
I used to play soccer with the
get
guy.
him on the
I'm
show.
so happy.
Get him on the show.
I will.
All right. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
You got it. Wednesday, May 20th at 3 p.m., the Europa League final between SC Freiburg of the Bundesliga and Aston Villa of the Premier League. So the reason that so many English fans are very interested in this match, if Aston Villa were to win this title, but then lose in the Premier League this weekend and finish 5th, there would be 6 teams in the UEFA Champions League, which as it stands right now would be AFC Bournemouth. So many eyes, mine included, will be on that.
Absolutely.
And then later Wednesday evening, US Open Cup back in play. NYCFC travel to Columbus Crew. We will have that one also live here in the tap room. So that'll be that one. Then rolling into Sunday, it is Championship Sunday for the Premier League.
It is actually relegation Sunday.
Yeah. The championship has been decided, but we will read off all 10 matches that will be played.
Same time.
At 11 a.m. We will be bringing in as many TVs as we logistically can for these matches. But starting off, it is Man City hosting Aston Villa.
Yes.
Brighton and Hove Albion hosting Manchester United. Fulham hosting Newcastle. Tottenham Hotspur hosting Everton in that relegation battle. And we'll jump around at the same time. Will be West Ham hosting Leeds United.
Yep.
Liverpool host Brentford. Burnley host Wolves.
Battle of the toilet bowl.
Yes.
Burnley versus Wolves.
And Nottingham. Well, and with if there is a clear winner, there will be 19th place. If Wolves beat Burnley, they will jump.
Wow,
over
they'll
them.
jump out of last for the first time.
I think
in the
it might be.
in the entire
year.
Nottingham Forest hosting AFC Bournemouth, Sunderland hosting Chelsea, and Crystal Palace hosting champions-elect Arsenal. I am very curious. We mentioned it offline here. I'm curious to see if Crystal Palace will, or the league will do anything in terms
$10 million.
of a guard of honor.
They're getting $10 million from Roger, and they better hold a guard of honor.
So that's one of the funny things. The guard of honor, it's on the home team's thing, or is on the winning team's? It's like who does it?
It is generally up to the opposition. There's nothing from the league or from the team saying you have.
I know, but I wanted to know, like,
It's the next game. It's the next game, and it's normally the
team that you are playing
facing.
against.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but
Arsenal gave it to Liverpool.
Yeah, that is totally up to Crystal Palace's decision.
Okay. No, because I've seen the news, and as soon as you mention it, I remember it. But there is always a thing that who does it or who doesn't.
Yeah.
Creates,
And there's honestly,
I've seen it.
I
not
think it would be
being
nice
done.
if they do it. I could care less if they don't do it. It's not gonna, it shouldn't bother any Arsenal fans either. I'm sure there will be some Arsenal fans out there.
Actually, for the as an English, I've noticed.
Hey, I mean, if anything,
that's
Crystal
why
Palace
I know it.
It's London.
No, but as an English fan, and like the English Premier, like the etiquette of the whole thing, and you know how British people are, it does get the players riled up for next year if it's not done. Like the few times I've seen it not done, it created this huge animosity the next year, and every time they faced each other, there were fights, there were arguments.
Yeah, I think it's much ado about nothing. It's just people getting pissed for
not giving me the
reason.
respect.
Yeah.
But it's a nice thing to do, I guess. Again, it's good that it's not obligatory.
Listen,
but it's a nice thing to do.
Are we competitors here, or are we, gonna applaud one of our opponents?
Yeah, but there's also such things as
before
class
the match
acts,
even
like,
start.
Exactly. It's
there's
about
respect for your
fair
opponents.
play.
It's fair play.
Yeah,
American
I could
sports,
care less either way.
American sports are the most ultra competitive things, and even they pay respect to opposing players or teams when things are happening.
Again, if they do it, great. It's fine. But if they don't do it, it doesn't. affect.
Yeah.
Even if it were Bournemouth winning the title, or if I were an Arsenal fan, I could care less.
It definitely doesn't make Arsenal less of a champion. That's for sure.
Right.
But like, no, that was the curiosity part. I was just, kind of like trying to find out about that.
Out of curiosity and predicting, I think they will.
They will.
I think they will.
Yeah. But
All right.
next.
Do you guys have one for the road? Nas, you dropped this one in the Discord. So if you want to,
No, good.
because I have another one.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So Southampton has essentially been banned from the championship playoffs, and they've been deducted 4 points at the start of next season due to Spygate. Essentially,
Yay!
there's now they were caught spying on 3 different occasions over the last 3 games on their opponents.
Yes. Can I also just point out that this whole using gate as a suffix, I am so effing tired of it. Watergate was
Welcome to Dave Gate.
Watergate was the name of a hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with
Watergate Hotel. So Spygate is
Excuse me, guys.
Spygate is completely meaningless. Deflategate, like this use of the word gate as a suffix. Yes. I'm tired of it. It's a hill I'm gonna die on. But anyway, my one for the road is a bit of a homer call, but 19-year-old Hyan of AFC Bournemouth has been named to the Brazil national team squad for the World Cup, despite only 1 appearance so far for Brazil.
Yeah. Is he what position does he play?
Attacker.
Right wing?
I mean, for Bournemouth, he plays predominantly on the right flank.
All right, cool. He'll be playing alongside Martinelli.
Yes, there you go. I honestly, I don't expect him to get any actual time in the World Cup, but stranger things have happened.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a very cool thing to have, again, all these Bournemouth players that are getting into national team sides in competitive World Cup squads. Obviously, you had jokingly, well, maybe not jokingly, but you mentioned Krupi, getting into the World Cup, and France is just so absolutely loaded that there's the players that he would have to get beyond is just uncanny.
I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I am a France fan when it comes to the World Cup.
Okay,
I am.
All right. Is it just the Thierry Henry?
It's what started it.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry, Zidane, headbutt, gate.
Yeah, there you go. Gate.
Yeah.
No. So you have
the 98, 2000.
Yep. You have Hyan. You have Ryan Christie that'll be in with Scotland. I mean, all signs point to Tyler Adams playing a huge role for the U.S. national team.
Yeah. Again, the discussion you and I had last week about playing players in games that don't matter.
Yeah.
Possible scares to Chris Richards and Aronson.
Yeah. You players want to play. You put players on the field. That's where I'm at.
As they say, and the players gonna play.
You were muted.
You caught me the end.
There you go. So my that was my one for. Do you have any one for the road?
No.
All right.
No.
My closing remarks will be, as always, please subscribe, like, comment, share, turn on the notifications, do it all on all the socials.
Show your family, show your friends.
Yes.
If you are watching us, that would be on YouTube and Twitch. If you're just listening, that is Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Also, make sure you're jumping into our our socials: Instagram, TikTok, the Facebook. We are halfway through our World Cup introductions.
Yes.
I believe tonight is day 26, I think, of 48.
Yeah.
And
25.
next week
26.
marks the last. Next week marks the last Premier League pour over.
Yes.
Instead, it'll become the World Cup.
Yes, maybe with some different flavors, but So
Cinnamon
I
crunch.
believe tonight. I gotta see what do I have on the docket for tonight. I already.
Let's say Captain Crunch, but I heard that cuts the roof of your mouth.
Yes, indeed, sir.
On tonight's TikTok and Instagram reel is. Come on. Probably quicker if I just look on my phone.
I don't know if I can keep this up.
Pop.
Nice.
The brewery.
Yeah.
Tonight is Egypt.
Egypt.
Egipto.
So, I look forward to, again, I'm having a lot of fun learning more about the specific players, learning some of the language and some of their national team history. So it's been very cool to be a part of that. And we are, like I said, through the halfway point.
Yes.
And much more to come.
Yes, sir.
And that's going to
David's
do
getting
it.
much better at the TikTok-y part, man.
The TikTok-y?
The
tiki-taki.
The tiki-taki.
Yes. So at any rate, that's going to do it for us. We are starting to melt here in the studio. It is, my watch says it's 90 degrees. So
but we love you and we do this.
Thank
because
you
we
all
like
for
it.
hanging out. Looking forward to seeing you either tomorrow for one of our 2 watch parties or Sunday for Championship
Last
Sunday.
day.
Also, this weekend, the pour over will be on Sunday, not Saturday. So
Yes.
check your socials for that post. But once again, thank you as always. Thank you to my lovely co-hosts, Naz and Diego, as always. And we will catch you at the next watch party or right here on the pour over.
Yep.
Cheers, guys.